welcome to the Untouched Quest. I'm Elisabeth.
And I'm Siri. And if you love what you hear, remember to give us 5 stars on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're not already doing it, follow us as well.
So today we're going to talk about Siege at Blue Mountain Part 1 and 2.
And for a hot minute there, I thought Vaya was back. In this
You
first
did?
picture, I was like, Vaya! And I was like, oh no, maybe Kavi.
No, it's Kavi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like they're mother-daughter, so you picking the wrong one isn't the weirdest thing.
Yeah, and we don't know them that well, or I don't know them that well yet. So
No.
for me, they are so similar.
Yeah, and also I know that she's dead. So
Yeah, but I was like, elf magic. They found the palace and shit, so maybe.
not that magical.
No, since they
But-
couldn't save one eye.
Yeah, but something that's actually really cool though. As of this book, we're finished with the first part of the original quest.
Yeah, it could have ended there, but
It could
now
have.
it's more.
Exciting, and it only
Side
gets more
stories and
exciting.
stuff.
No, we're still on the main story.
Okay,
Yeah, side stories come way later.
okay, but do we get like forward drive or something?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
they were supposed to find the elves. Like you have small bits, like in this story when the baby get kidnapped.
Yeah,
But I feel that's like a small part. They can solve that pretty fast.
yeah.
But do they get like a
They do
big-
get a bigger new goal to aim for.
okay?
Yeah. So a lot is gonna happen in a short time.
As it does with Elfquest.
Yes, it does.
Oh, and Kavi is calling Rayak black hair. Like no one is using his name.
No,
It's brown skin or black hair. Like he has
Yeah.
a name, people,
he does.
which is shorter than your nicknames for him.
very true, but it might be kind of like, and also, Covey is cursing Ryk out like crazy.
Yeah, but I don't really get why she's so mad. Like, is it because he don't want to eat, or he's just in the palace all the time, or what's her problem?
She tried to give him food and he threw the food back at her and he wanted to come out and sleep with her.
So she is just mad because they're not having sex, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much. And something I saw that was really cool is here in this bubble they say go recognize a troll.
Yeah,
Gotta love that.
that's our favorite swear word.
It
Or
is
cursing
curse
for a
word.
person.
Yeah. We love that part.
And super weird. We say this for at the end of all of our episodes.
Yeah.
But I just now reading this realized like the big meaning of go recognize a troll, you know? Like
yeah.
basically go fuck a troll and have a kid with a troll.
Yeah.
And before I was just like, oh, just go be with a troll, which is not that
But
mean
it's not
as
that.
the universe being you are perfect together. You know?
The universe is telling you to go recognize this stupid lump of stupid.
Yeah, and before I was just like, it's not that bad, but it sounds pretty cool. But now
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's pretty bad.
It's really bad. Now that you've seen what recognition does and is,
Yeah. Like the power of recognition.
yeah, you kind of understand what lies in that phrase.
Yeah. But she has a lot of temper, Kavi. She's like
Oh yeah.
throwing curse words at Rhea in the beginning
Yeah.
here.
Also, Raik is getting he's getting kind of mad, focusing on the scroll so much and trying to figure everything out and learn from them.
Yeah, he wants to be the one who makes the palace work and fly again.
Yeah,
He
and
wants to be the hero.
he's spending way too much time on this because he doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't do anything else than the scrolls, and that isn't good for him.
No, and he's also like, oh, if you didn't have these stupid trolls as pets, this never would have happened. We will still be like better elves with better magic, you know?
Yeah.
But also, what he doesn't think is if they never crashed in the wrong time at the wrong place,
They would never have been there.
and Rayak would never lived.
No, he wouldn't.
I
He
don't
only
think,
lives because the palace crashed.
yeah, I don't think the same elves would have recognized at the same time to create the same elves.
No.
And the Wolfriders for sure would never be there because wolves don't exist with the elves.
No.
And one question I have, because I'm reading in it black and white,
Yeah.
just realized Two-Edge isn't like green, grey, trollish, isn't
No, he's skin colored.
he? Yeah, so he look more like the elves as well now.
Yeah, he does. He isn't green like the trolls. He is skin colored, which also makes him stick out more. Together with the pointed elf ears and the fact that he has a mind.
Yeah. And what is lock sending?
It is when you send something to, like, an open sending, it's sent to everybody in the tribe. Like when Cutter calls out for a council, he open sends, he sends to everybody. A lock sending can be only heard between me and you. It cannot be heard by anyone else.
Okay, so you choose who receives the message.
Yeah, if it's a lock send, it's a sending only between two people. When it's an open sending, it goes to everybody around.
Okay.
But the trolls caught Two-Edge.
Yeah, and first I was like, how was that even possible? But they kind of said it themselves because he was leaving Broad Trail and they found his secret passageways.
Yeah, they did.
But still, he doesn't have one secret passageway.
No, he has a
So-
lot.
I still find it quite weird that the other trolls managed to navigate around his labyrinth and find him in the secret passageways.
But they didn't have to maneuver it. They just followed his trail.
But like at one time your feet are like healing and you stop bleeding.
Yeah.
So still
They-
I was like
They said that he ran so fast on 2 flesh bags of broken bones.
so some of his feet are still left in the rock then.
At least his skin is. It's not
Yeah.
like saying that like his parts of his feet, but at least his sole of his feet are left in there. And they're quite bandaged up.
I don't get it though. They
Okay.
kind of hate Two-Edge, right?
Or they're jealous of him. They want to use him as their smith and what he's good at, like blacksmithing. But at the same time, he doesn't like share everything that he does with them. He keeps it for himself and only gives them like a taste of what he
But-
can do.
But they're like putting him outside in the winter storm with like
Yeah, they're
nothing
mad
to
at him
take care. Okay. I
because
was more like, this is your punishment, but you know, I was like, why don't you just kill him right away? Be rid of.
yeah, no,
the-
they want him to be their blacksmith.
Okay.
And he's mad. They're mad because he would make armors for the elves to fight against the trolls, but wouldn't make anything for the trolls. So now they do want him to make armor for them.
Okay, so it's more just like, okay, we will leave you outside for you to think about it.
No,
And when you change your mind, you can come inside and
he had
make
to
the
go get a
armor.
core, and when you have gotten a core,
Ah.
you can come back. Because they wanted the rock shaper.
But should they really trust Two-Edge?
Do you really think they trust him?
But like, go get him, Yeah, now I'm free. I
Go
will
get
go
him,
do
or you'll
whatever I
freeze to
want.
death. We don't really care at this point.
He could just go home to his mama.
But
Find Vinaville.
she's far away.
Yeah, but he knows.
He also has a statue of her behind these metal bars.
Statue of Vinaville?
Yeah, he calls out, "Mother, help me." To
Oh,
the
I thought it was
statue.
more like because his mother is like inside his head.
Now you can see her in there.
But that doesn't make sense though. A statue can't help him.
But he's kind of mad.
But still,
He's
makes more sense if like Vinaville was in his head, like I think she is.
We know Will is in everyone's head, but at the same time, he's a madman that has never felt motherly love. And him wishing for that love and wanting it, isn't that strange?
Okay. But
Yeah.
then what's happening inside to Edge's head now?
Yeah.
I kind of got but did not get at the same time. Like did she have him as a prisoner sometime, or what's the deal here? Like
I think that she had his dad as a prisoner, and Two Edge was watching her torture him.
Okay, but
And that kind
she
of
is
fragmented
in-
his mind into this disarray and pieces, so he's not like completely whole as a being.
yeah, but she's inside his head now, right? Like he's
No, this is memories.
but later when he gets to the palace, when he talks to Kavi, he's just like sounds so crazy talking to himself, talking.
That's because he's crazy.
Oh, it's not because Vinaville is in his
No, if
head?
she were in his head talking to him, they would like tell us.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was like she was in his head and he was like
no, he's
talking out loud to her in
no,
his head.
he's mad.
Oh, okay.
He literally has a very like scattered mind that is broken up into a lot of pieces, which makes all of these images and thoughts appear. It's part of his memories, like we talked about before. Elves can remember things since they were 5 seconds old.
Yeah.
So
5 seconds.
yeah. So if you look at this picture, at least in my book, with the colors, you can see that she's kind of like melting his father's arm.
Oh, yeah, I did. I just like that was just like
Yeah, I get
drawings.
it. Yeah, so you can see that she's literally hurting his father.
But do we get to know
Either that or she's torturing Two Edge, but I don't think so.
do we get to know their story more later, like Vinaville and Two Edge father and stuff?
I don't think so.
Because I just want to know what's happening in their
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah. It says that and all the vile memories will swirl about him like flake speckled wind.
About Two Edge father?
No, about like Will and the hurting and like because look here. Because of this image, I think that she's hurting his dad while he's watching.
But he's behind bars, so he can't stop them.
Yeah. So like it's not like said out loud, but that's how I've always like read it. But he gets caught though.
Did he? I thought it was more he just walked into the palace and
He just walked
She-
into the palace. No,
because he was gonna get the stone shaper, and he's like, I could do this. And now
No,
he wants to be troll, right?
she says that, like Kavi says that, we fished him out of a snowdrift near near our new lodge.
Oh,
They
okay,
found
yeah.
him in the snow outside.
Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now he wants to be a troll, right? Like he's like, I'm not like you. I'm not an elf. I'm a troll. Like he kind of decided he's a troll.
But
Didn't
he's not
he?
a troll either.
No,
Like he's
but like,
nothing.
I got the impression that he's like, I want to be more troll than elf.
He may feel more troll than elf, at least.
Okay, yeah, might be
Yeah.
that.
And he's talking as if he is, like, I think his mind is so troubled at this moment because he says that it is nothing, mother. Do you hear? You cannot win this war this way. You will fail. And he's talking to Ryek. So I think he's so troubled seeing Ryek's black hair that he in his mind thinks that Ryek is Winnowill.
Oh yeah, maybe. I thought like Winville was in his head.
And he wants to be
no.
everything else than like his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like, all troll, I am none of you. Mate killer. Like, she killed his father.
Yeah.
She's a mate killer.
Well, she's a everything killer.
Yeah. Young eating carrion bird. I am all troll. No, I am your son. I am a high one. The low blood does not cancel the high, the game. My game is finished. And he's talking about like, look at everything around you. Look what Iron Father built you, because he and his father shaped and like built the whole Blue Mountain.
With a little help from the rock shapers, though.
There were no, yeah, with some help of the rock shapers, but like he says that, see what we built for you, father and I, your own secret kingdom in the depths of Blue Mountain. No rock shaper can match the work of a troll who sets his heart to it.
True, because a rock shaper can't make like the secret doors and all that the trolls can do. So it's like more doors and secret passageways.
Yeah,
than
and beautiful
compared
waterfalls.
compared to the rock shapers.
Yeah. So they like built the structure and area of Blue Mountain, and the rock shapers came and made it pretty. So he's mad in his mind, thinking that he's talking to his mother, but like he's mad. His mother is nowhere around, and he's obviously quite ill at this point.
Yeah, he's running out of
And
energy.
Reich also says that he takes me for Winnowill, that the black-haired pain giver Lida fought.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So he thinks that Reich is a Winnowill. He says, like, looks him in the eyes and says, I am your son, and has desperate eyes and like clutches to his ankle. So he is obviously very mad at this point. He thinks that Reich is Winnowill.
Yeah, he's just out of his mind, out of his
Yeah.
body, tired. He don't know what to
And he
believe anymore.
has a serious identity crisis at the moment, because the fight between the trolls and the elves were supposed to like indicate what he is, but trolls and elves work together, so he still hasn't any answer to what he is.
But I don't think the war would have helped. Like, he's psycho anyway. Like,
It might be like a thing where he would then say to himself that whoever win is my race.
yeah,
Because
true,
it's
but
more about like what you
the
tell
elves
yourself.
won, so
No,
even
they had
though-
help from the trolls, so
Yeah,
they
but
didn't completely win.
still the elves won. So you could, I look
Yeah.
at it as the elves won.
Yeah, I do too. It's just that I don't think Two Edge sees it that way, because they worked with
Mhm.
Pig-Nosed trolls.
So what is Lida and Nightfall doing?
Dancing. Naked.
Dancing in like dancing, or dancing in like having sex dancing?
In this, like in Elfquest, dancing in general means having sex.
Okay, so they are having sex then, or playing and fooling around with each other.
I would assume so. Isn't
And Moonshade is in the bushes watching.
no, she's in the bushing, stealing their clothes and replacing it with new ones.
Oh, okay. I thought she was watching. I was like, just join them, okay?
No, you can see a Nightfall. Lita, a new jacket. Got you, Moonshade, silly one.
Yeah, it's like now we can have pretty and beautiful clothing, not only practical clothing.
Yeah. You remember last episode when I talked about how Cotter's hair gets shorter?
Yeah, I found out why.
Yeah. They fucked in a tree.
Yeah, and his hair got stuck, so he had to cut it off.
Yeah. But I think that Cutter now with his short hair He looks like he went from looking like a kid that was trying to be a bit adult to looking like a young adult, teenager, kind of.
He looks more mature in a way
He
too, I
does.
feel.
Yeah, that's why I said like going from looking as a like a kid to more like teenager, young adult.
Yeah.
I love the new hair.
It is perfect.
Yeah, and I love that he's got like a vest that isn't just a fur vest.
No, it's more leather.
Yeah,
It's not fur
I
at
really
all,
like
actually.
that because it has more like details on it.
But
Usually,
it's more suiting for the new hold, right?
but he's always had a fur coat, even in Sorrow's End.
Oh, true. My bad.
Yeah, it was kind of like his style, what he likes to wear. But honestly, I like this new vest a lot better because it's like more elfy, kind of.
Yeah, true. I like that too. And Scott and Krim, that's the
Scott and
Goba.
Krim.
That's the go bags that
Yeah.
came with them, right?
Yeah,
And they're still wearing their winter clothing, even though it's obviously not winter
Cutter
anymore.
is still wearing his winter pants and shoes as well.
But he doesn't have anything on his chest. They have like full top to bottom
That's true.
winter clothing.
That's
Like
very true.
none of the other has as much clothing as
No.
they have.
And I really like Lita's new outfit. And I like that she has her whole hair in a ponytail now. Not just part of it and like this
Yeah, true.
updo thing.
You
Like her
can
whole hair is up.
You can see more of her beautiful face.
Yeah. And I think like it's a fresh because she doesn't have many hairstyles throughout the series. So like seeing her with the ponytail, I really love it.
And they're calling in for a council because Strongbow wants Suntop to go and tell
To
Sava
go out.
that they are okay or something, or
No, to he wants Suntop to go out like in his mind to hear how Dart is doing.
Oh, okay. I thought
Because
it was,
he missed Dart.
I thought it was the opposite, to tell Dart and the rest that
No.
they were okay.
It's because he misses Dart and says that if it was your son that was so far away, you would also want to. But Cutter is really scared that Winnowill is gonna lock Suntop away if he tries to reach Sava.
Yeah.
Like, she's done it before. She can do it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she's so mad right now that
Mm-hmm.
if she just feels some souls floating around, she's gonna take them right away. She don't care
Yeah.
who it is. She's
No.
gonna take them.
No, I'm gonna take you. And
Mhm.
like Cutter says that Winnowill probably really wants Suntop now because of his gift and his connection to the palace and the scrolls and T-Main. And Suntop and Ember has gotten so much bigger. And
Yeah,
I
and we got
love
a new
Ember's
cub.
hair. I love Ember's hair.
Oh yeah, it's
So cute.
so
yeah.
messy. It fits like for
Yes.
a little toddler,
He's got
her age
pigtails.
and her personality and everything
Absolutely.
is just perfect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's getting more sassy as
By
older
the
she's
day.
yeah.
She'll never stop getting sassy.
No.
But
Well,
yeah,
we got the new cub from
we do.
Dewshine.
Yes. Vinkin.
And he's flying.
He is flying. He is
I-
a glider, as
I
his dad.
loved how she has this
Leash?
leash. Yeah, it reminded me, for all the families going to Disney World, having
Yeah.
this backpack with a leash on it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
Like
that's the
the
same thing.
runaway kid.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing that Winkin has on, but like he can glide and the others can't. So if he decided to like fly up to the top of the trees, they couldn't stop him.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't control it that well. So, like, if they didn't have the leash,
No,
he
he
might be
control
floating
it
away.
pretty much.
Okay.
But he, without the leash, can choose to run off. Like if a toddler run off, you just run after and stop it.
Yeah.
But when the toddler decides to fly up a tree, you can't really fly after it.
Nope.
No.
Not really.
No. So Cutter is deciding to go out to Nona and Nona and
Abba.
Adars
Yeah.
to get them to try to talk to the human tribe that
Yeah, to
supports
flee the
Veneville.
Blue Mountains so they won't
Yeah.
support Veneville
Yeah.
anymore. Good plan. Supporting that.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I like what they call, like what the Skywise call a shooting star, is like a smudge of light because it looks like
Yeah.
you're just like smudging a light across the sky.
Yeah. And the scouter sees a bird.
And it's a Rory.
It is, and everybody's hiding in the new hold or in the new Father 3.
Yeah,
And it's really cool. You can see like this hollow inside of the tree.
Yeah, and all these little rooms they build inside the
Yeah.
tree.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, because they don't want Veneville to know where they are.
No, they don't, because Veneville is a bitch.
Mm-hmm. And is Skywise not hiding because he is like, oh, I want to hurt Aurora because she hurt him?
No, he's
Or
hiding.
is it because he's like, I want you and you gonna be a part of this tribe kind
No.
of thing?
No, it's because he feels really hurt that she betrayed them at the same time as he really cares about her, and he can't like not confront her about it and like find out what actually happened.
Yeah, but I still think it's pretty stupid of him
Yeah.
bringing her to the Father 3.
Yeah.
He could have sent for the other elves to come where they are.
Yeah, or for the elders to come where they are.
Yeah.
Because like you don't necessarily want all the cubs around and like showing her the Father 3, even though she can assume that their hold is gonna be close by.
Yeah. But she's like, I don't want to live with Veneville anymore. She's brainwashing everyone. She has control of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, they're like, Lita can heal you.
Yeah.
So that's why
Because
he's
they think
bringing
that
her back, right?
Yeah,
To
he thinks
Lita.
that she has a very troubled mind that and is being very brainwashed and controlled by Veneville. But Lita also said earlier that if you can't kill Veneville because her spirit will just go to the palace and wreak havoc on everybody else.
Yeah, so you have to trap her.
You have to trap her. You can't just kill her.
Nope.
But Aurora tells them about what is going on in the Blue Mountain. That Veneville is like sucking the energy out of every glider as if she were a leech.
Yeah, and then making everyone like Dor and Fraser
Yeah.
and Egg.
And she has chained Tildog to the throne.
Yeah, because he's faster than any of the glider
Yeah,
and the
and
birds, right? So he could just escape.
Don't think that she trusts him enough.
Probably not. And he knows his son is out there, so maybe he would have gone after him as well.
But he didn't want his son.
Yeah, but when his son came into the mountain, it looked
He don't
pretty
want
different.
Veneville to have him either.
Okay, maybe it was more that though.
Yeah. But Aurora didn't come looking for the Wolfriders though. She came looking for the Preservers because Veneville wants them.
But I don't think she wants them because she wants them. I think she wants them because she don't want anyone else to have them.
No. She wants them because she wants the Preservers to use their
Oh yeah, that's true. To wrap.
their
the
wrap
sleeping
stuff.
elves.
She wants the wrap stuff to wrap everybody.
So she can use their brain power to be even stronger.
Yes.
What a wicked witch.
Because she's a bitch. But
Mhm.
Aurora is his Vinkin.
And you can see how brainwashed she is because she's like, I have to take him. And take him straight to Veneville.
Yeah, and she also says that Wolfriders can always bear more children. Why care about this one?
Yeah. That's something Veneville would have said.
And that's pretty
Because-
insane. But at the same time, it's like the gliders hasn't had any children born in a very, very long time. And the Wolfriders seem to have a lot of children born. So she just thinks, she doesn't look at children as what it is to a mother and to a family. Like the whole Wolfrider tribe is a big family. So she doesn't understand the bond with the child.
No, but
For her, it's just a
still,
child.
it's like, I'm gonna take this one. You can make more.
Yeah.
Like, not the right way to get a kid.
No, it would be like, oh, this is just a piece of clothing. They could make some more clothing. Yeah, they could, but they can't make another child.
And she
That
don't
same
want
way.
to be a glider anymore, so just like fuck the gliders, be a Wolfrider, you know?
Yeah,
Why
or
go through all the
she
shit that she's going through right
Doesn't
now?
want to be one of the 8 anymore.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to become a sleeping glider either, right? Like
No.
the rest of them.
No.
So her only choice is to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But then be like she says later, being like, "Oh, I brought you this cub, Vinaville, so
Yeah.
I can stop being the one of the 8, and you can take this cub instead." It's like, just leave.
It'll take my place. But why are you going back to her?
Obviously, she's not gonna let you go. So
No, but she's not. It's Venaville.
yeah,
But Dewshine actually clung on to the harness of the bird.
yeah, just like Lita did with the swoot.
Yeah, mother's instinct, I tell you.
Mhm.
And she like jumps off, and she barely catches the ledge.
Yeah, and the baby is crying so much, so she's sending to him. He's just learned to send or to receive
Yeah.
sendings, right?
Yeah, like he can probably send back, but it would only be like baby sounds because he can't
Yeah.
talk. So
Gibberish.
yeah,
But she makes him stop.
yeah,
Oh, and when all this happening, they're all talking together between the Wolfriders and being like, "Oh, we should go to the Blue Mountain and save them."
mm-hmm.
But Cutter is not here.
Yeah.
And then we see Skywise running off. So first I was like, "Ooh, is he going to Blue Mountain alone, or is he going to get Cutter?" Who
He's
knows?
going to get Cutter.
That made more sense, but in my head I was like, "Oh, he's just running away with no one noticing, so he's gonna be the hero of the day," you know?
Yeah.
Made more sense that he was gonna go and get Cutter, though.
Yeah, and like Skywise feel guilty about everything because he brought a Rory to Father 3, and that's why she saw Vinkin and took him, and he feels very guilty, and he feels it's his job to go get Cutter.
But let's be honest, if he wasn't this guilty, he would still be the one who would run away and get Cutter.
Absolutely.
So,
But it helps that he feels really guilty.
true.
Yeah.
Helps a lot.
Yeah. So we're in the Blue Mountain, and we can see Aurora like flying about, and Dewshine like jumping from spot to spot. Like she knows Blue Mountain pretty well by now.
Yeah.
She's run and hid through these caves a lot.
Oh, and just one little thing.
Yeah.
When Dewshine sent to
Vinkin.
Vinkin that he's had to be quiet
Yeah.
and stop crying, did Venaville hear that sending?
Of course she did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. She can hear everything.
But first I was like, why does Aurora take the baby to her chambers, but then right away bring it to Venaville when Venaville calls her? Why don't she just fly straight to Venaville with the baby?
Very good question. I don't know.
I thought she was keeping there safe and a secret.
Yeah.
But then she takes it straight away. I was like, what are you doing, lady?
Yeah. And you can also see like a lot of gliders just floating around, like
Unconscious in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like they're just like they're in water, just like floating around.
yeah, yeah. Or like we were to sleep in space,
Yeah.
like if there were no gravity.
So true.
Yeah.
So mean.
Yeah.
But now when they're in the throne room,
Mm-hmm.
is has Vinaville done something to the throne?
No.
It just looked so much bigger than when
No,
Lord
it's
Vol
always
had it.
been like that.
Okay.
But Rory calls her Lord Vinoville.
Of course she's Lord. She always wanted to be Lord.
But why not a lady?
I didn't.
Lord is a male title.
True. I did not think it that way. I just like, oh, Lord is their word for chief. Like, when Amber becomes chief, she will still be called Chief Amber.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
not
chief
that male
is not-
dominated.
No, chief is a gender neutral
Yeah.
word. But Lord isn't.
No, but I
Lord is a
just
title.
thought of it as like, that's their word of chief, you know?
Yeah.
So you will be Lord even though. But yeah, it should.
It should be Lady Vinoville because
Yeah,
Lord
but
is a male
about it.
word.
Lord Vinaville is so much more powerful than Lady Vinaville.
But it sounds really stupid because it's a
Yeah, when you mentioned it,
it's
it
a male
does.
title.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's absolutely everything but a male.
yeah, but she's a little stupid too. So
Yeah.
I don't think the other gliders would obey her that much, or she's brainwashing them. But you know,
Yeah, but they
like,
always
she has
they
to
have
call herself
always
Lord.
obeyed her even when Lord Wool was alive. Now she can just do whatever the fuck she wants because no one is there to stop her like Lord Wool. There is no one else that they like trust more.
No, but do they see what she's doing to everyone around them?
Yeah, and I think they're just doing what she asks because they're really scared of her doing the same to them. So it's
True.
better to just do what she says instead of like challenging her and ending up like one of the others. Rory presents Vinkin to Vinaville though.
And first I was like, I couldn't really figure if Vinaville was happy about this or what was her feelings though.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty hard. But she understands that this baby has a lot of powers, or is gonna get a lot of powers that she can use.
And at the same time, she's not one to let Rory go no matter what. But she really wants
No.
this baby.
She wants both.
Yeah, absolutely. She really wants this baby, but she isn't gonna let Rory go.
No.
It's gonna be many, many, many years until Vinkin is old enough to ride a bird.
Totally.
He can't
And
replace her in a moment's notice.
No,
like.
and it's gonna take a lot of years to actually learn to fly the bird too.
Yeah, and
So.
they need to like have a connection with the bird and everything, and like that takes time.
Yeah, and he's not even old enough to talk, so how can
No.
he fly?
He's basically a newborn.
Yeah. And also, luckily for Vinaville, she doesn't have to take care of the baby because his mother is there.
Yeah, Dewshine sends to Vinkin to come over, so he does. He flies her, and she runs off with him.
Yeah, but we all know Vinaville knows her soul name, so she doesn't get
sends
far.
it to her, and the fact that Tildakis are begging her not to use her soul name.
Because he don't want Dewshine and his cub to be prisoners, and that Vinaville's gonna take over their power.
Well, it's more like he knows how special a life soul name is, and he's not a cruel person like Weena will.
Nope.
So he just like you can't the only thing you can do by using her soul name is destroy her. You'll destroy her soul.
I still don't get how that works, but
It works like that. But you
I'm
can
running
even
with it.
see that like Scouter is hurt by it.
yeah, he can feel her pain.
Yeah, he can. Because it's a pain in the soul.
Yeah.
So next thing we see is that Skywise is like running through the forest as fast as he can, and Starjumper gets a thorn in his foot.
Yeah, because they're running too fast, so they don't see where they're
Yeah.
going.
Poor Star Jumper.
And is it humans that they run into when Skyway is
Yeah.
like, oh, hairballs?
Yeah. It is.
I was like, first I was like, it couldn't be humans because hairballs isn't the bad swear word in my mind. He would be like using something bad, where it's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, that's my worst enemy, you know?
Yeah, but hairballs would be like you can see pucker knots, but they don't
Yeah,
really
but that's
have.
more like shit.
Yeah, but they don't really have a lot of words that is like fuck.
Maybe not.
But Cutter is climbing up the death water.
Yeah, and he's like, don't look down, just keep on
He's
climbing.
so scared of height, and he's so brave for climbing.
Yeah, but how does the wolf? Is it Warfrost?
I don't know.
How is he climbing up?
I don't know.
Because you can see they're together at the bottom of the cliff, and they're together when they're arriving at the top. So like,
Yeah.
I imagine the way around is super long. So like,
Yeah.
how?
I don't know how that happened. But I thought the same. Like, how did that wolf climb? Climb? How did that wolf climb the waterfalls?
Who knows? Elf
yeah.
magic.
Yeah, but Cutter can smell Nona and Ador.
Yeah, he remembers their smell, their scent.
Yeah.
And when he's waking them up,
Yeah.
is he spitting in Ador's
No, he's
air?
blowing.
Okay,
He's
because
blowing.
I was first like, oh, if it's spitting, but it
Yeah.
could be blowing too.
Yeah, he's
you
blowing
know?
in his air. And also Ador and Nona has a almost wolf.
Yeah. Is that like a dog?
Yeah. Or a near wolf. He says
Yeah.
near wolf. It's a dog.
I kind of figured.
A near wolf. That's cute though.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he don't know what dogs is, but
No.
he could smell that it was not a full blood
Yeah. And
dog.
I think it's kind of funny, like before he blows in Ador's ear, one of the cubs or kids wake up and he's like so shocked, but even though Cutter is there, he has a weapon on his waist and he's like climbing up on his parents. He doesn't make a sound.
No, Cutter is just like shh,
Yeah.
and he's just watching.
Yeah, like are you
Maybe their parents is being killed by the spirit, but let's watch.
Yeah. What if he were a murderer? What if he
Yeah.
were going to kill them and you were just sitting there watching?
But we learned that they're not their kids.
No, they were adoptive kids.
Yeah, so that's why maybe they're like, well, I don't care that much. I don't know.
Yeah. And Ober has got a new lady friend. Or a lady friend. We haven't seen her before.
No, for me it sounded that he has a lot of lady friends
Yeah.
because he's like, mix your colors, shan't, swan. Mix your colors, shan't, sweat, or whatever you must do. I want you to paint this lady here with the big belly pictures.
Yeah, like
It's-
pregnant pictures.
Yeah, but it's like he wants her curves, which sounds like, oh, this was not the first lady you have painted the curves for.
No, he wanted her to paint her as pregnant.
Yeah, but still, like, his eagerment of doing it.
Yeah,
It sounds like
yeah.
this is not the first time you have
No,
had her
definitely
to
not.
do this.
And Obar picks Cutter up, and Cutter is so tiny.
Oh yeah, you see it even better at the later picture when they're standing chest
Yeah.
to chest. Like, Cutter is just reaching to Obar's waist.
Yeah. And that's the first time we realize like how short the elves actually are.
Yeah,
Like I imagine Olbar is a pretty tall man.
he is, but still, it's a pretty powerful picture.
It is very powerful. And we also learned that Olbar is really, really, really scared of preservers.
Yeah, obviously, he met them before when
In
he
the
was
Forbidden
running
Groove.
after his daughter.
Yeah.
And Petalwing, or this is not Petalwing.
No.
This is
From Berry Buzz.
yeah, Berry Buzz. She is going after him and spitting on him because
No,
she doesn't.
Berry Buzz isn't spitting.
Oh, she's not.
Just flying around him.
But it looks like she remembers him and she don't like humans.
No. And the reason is that Olbar won't let Nona and Ador go to the Blue Mountain. That's why
Because of the preservers?
No, Cutter took out Berry Buzz to persuade Olbar with like,
oh yeah,
if you don't let them go, I'll send the preservers after you.
Yeah, they will wrap all of you.
Yeah.
So they're going. Of course, Nona would do everything for the bird spirits.
Yeah, like, and they really trust Cutter and the rest of the spirits, so.
And back in the mountain, Venaville is so mean.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it hurts me sending to you, but I'm so glad I learned your name. It's like, bitch, you're not. It doesn't hurt you. Like
didn't.
listening to the sending and learn what you're thinking. She's having a best time of her life using her soul name to keep her prisoner.
Yeah, and Dewshine like begs her to not take Winkin away, and she answers like, of course not. It wants feeding and obviously cleaning. The one who whelped it can best do that.
Yeah, so she's basically keeping Dewshine alive so she can feed and clean and take care of the baby until it's old enough, and then she's not gonna care about Dewshine anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just got so mad at Aurora because she's like, oh, this is not my fault.
No.
This is Dewshine's fault because she clinged to the bird when I was flying away.
Yeah, I never meant for Dewshine to be mixed up in this, but it ain't my fault.
No, it's her fault. She followed me because she wants to save her baby.
Yeah, I'll just run off.
I was like,
ain't my fault.
If you never took the baby, this would never happen. So
yeah, it's totally your
fault. Yeah.
So Rory runs away. She's like, this is my chance to get away. And she runs. And she meets Kurel.
Yeah, I find it really hard to see who is who in this fighting scene. Is it Aurora or...
Kurel has the black clothing.
So it's Kurel that's hurt and on the floor. So Aurora is the one flying away.
The black clothing.
Okay.
But Kurel says that Venawil is a better lord than Vol was.
Well, Venawil was the one behind Lord Vol brainwashing him, so he couldn't fulfill his place.
Yeah.
So it has always been Venawil is just like...
No, not always. But she's as we talked about
some years now.
Yeah, like since she gave birth, as we guess.
I think they forgot how Lord Vol was before Venawil.
Yeah, I think so too.
So now when she's at her 100% Lord, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She's not stopped, and some of them might like that more.
Yeah. But Aurora like grabs her hook and stabs Kurel before going off with her bird.
Yeah. Which she should have taken Dewshine and the baby with her.
Yeah. And Cutter is on a float with humans.
One thing Kurel said, we are born to be gliders, and we are going to be we are lifelong gliders, and we never die. That's just like, we're meant to be this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But you never die.
No. This is forever.
Like, that was just so... I don't know, like, it was so hard to wrap around my head around that thought. Just like, you know, when someone said today, you're meant to be this is your lifelong dream or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna grow old one day and you're gonna stop doing it.
Yeah.
So it's not for the rest of your life.
Yeah, this is what I'm meant to do right now.
Yeah. But then when you're immortal,
Right now is forever.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you realize that Nona didn't know Cutter's name?
No.
Me neither. It never even crossed my mind that he hadn't introduced
No, they
himself.
were just bird spirit. But also, Cutter doesn't know what to say because Cutter probably doesn't sound like Cutter, like, elf's tongue, human tongue. So it will probably be hard for him to, like...
I know that he will introduce himself to humans later.
Okay.
Yeah. But he, like, doesn't have time to introduce himself. He's like, huh? Yes, I'm cold. And then Skywise sends to him. Or
Yeah,
he can hear
heard Tam.
Skywise. Yeah.
What if he like forgot and just like said Tam because he heard it in his head when he was gonna answer Nona? Like, I don't think that would hurt, would it? Like, Nona can't
Say no,
misuse
but I
her-
don't
his
think
soul
that an
name.
elf would ever say their soul name instead of the real name.
No, but sometimes, when you're thinking and you just like you're supposed to say something different, and then
Yeah.
you just say whatever you're thinking.
Yeah.
Could happen. I don't know.
Yeah. But I don't think that's gonna happen though,
Maybe not.
to be honest.
I love how he just like not hesitating, just jumping into the water.
Yeah.
Be like, I catch up with you later. Just keep on floating.
Yeah, like, Sky was cold for me, so I gotta go.
I think they probably talked about what happened in the war, though. So he's like, I don't want him to feel left out like he did before.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And especially since he's using his soul name.
Like, this is serious shit.
Yeah. So what happened to Skywise? Do we get to know that later, or is this small pictures everything? Like, he fought the humans.
He fought the humans. Like, they bound him up with the dead bird and took his knife and the lodestone, and then he wreaked revenge.
And he tells Cutter what happened, and Cutter is freaking out.
So, in next episode, we're going to talk about Siege at Blue Mountain Part 3 and 4.
So until next time, go recognize a troll.